New headphones, eh? I see how it be.
Hi, hello, welcome to stream.
Hi, Yuki. Would you my old username because it wasn't the vibe I wanted. It has been a while. How are you? I'm good. Glad to see you here. You know, just existing one day at a time. Where's Marcia? My phone charger. So I did some polls for Casterus's Lyco. And I got her Lyco.
Hi, hello, welcome to stream.
Hi, CJ, how are you? So she's level 60. Her light cone is level 75 because I am out of materials. As you can see, I am a broke bitch. I've got 8,000 credits. Your date was terrible. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that, my man. I don't care about the recap. Oh. Ew.
A few games of chess will while away the time.
I hate every second of that. You got a new puppy? Aww.
Ah, it's you, Cass. I finished the anthology of poems you lent me. Here it is.
Ew. Men like that are just like...
preoccupied to find time for reading.
Precisely because of these obligations, I felt compelled to read it swiftly.
Wouldn't all these preoccupations slow your pace?
On the contrary, knowing that time is limited can push one to overcome their limitations. The weight of these responsibilities seems to have enhanced my reading efficiency.
I understand completely. During my time at the Grove, the closer exams drew, the more efficient I became at tackling everyday.
So, like, when it comes to my... I just don't know where to put the model. Like, I don't want it to be that small, but, like, if I make it small, then you guys can't see it. No. Upside down on the top left? Okay, that's actually... Yeah, hang on. How... Eh. There you go. Hang on. There. And there it shall stay. It's not moving. Perfect. Exactly. Then I could move Twitch chat over there. Perfection. Perfection. Yes. 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 It looks so weird. Okay.
Precisely. As I remember, you and Finon were both disciples of the new Sporists. I assume that Anaxa's exams were as unreasonable as the man himself.
The courses Professor Anaxa taught were Introduction to Alchemy and History of Mythology. And to be perfectly honest,
ooh, Fox and Labrador, those are
courses
really
were the
pretty,
students'
actually.
greatest nightmares.
The history of mythology taught by the blasphemous great performer himself. I can imagine their fear.
Now that I think about it, students would often rush to the podium during class to challenge him on those blasphemous ideas. May I ask, Lady Aglaya, has your relationship with Professor Anaxa always been like this?
He openly dismisses people's faith and questions the
Now,
very
anyways, back
justification
to
of
the
the flame chase journey.
now I'm truly living
Our
up to the name
positions have been
Rainerfalls.
destined to be
Yes.
at odds. While you were studying there, I assume you must have heard of his nickname.
Dromus draped in finery?
As I see it, this nickname is more of an insult to the Dromas. Despite his insufferable arrogance, I do hold a certain respect for his nature as a scholar. To remain true to his principles, he is unafraid to stand opposed to the world, and that requires considerable resolve.
So, just an FYI chat, I do have to make dinner at 4:30, so around that I will be ending stream. And, yeah, I am going to a cardio drumming class tonight. Should be really interesting.
Anaxagoras' life is almost like a satire. As a Chrysos heir, he refuses to heed the prophecy, while he disrespects the gods.
The gods have chosen him.
He was indeed chosen by Circes. Is something weighing on you, Cass? The golden thread is quivering. I sense there's more to this exchange than idle. In light of his assistance in the battle against the Flame Reaver, I am willing to grant him some time to find a way to remove the core flame. However, if Anaxa decides to make any move that places us in danger, I will not hesitate to take extreme measures.
Just as I feared.
Marcy, get off the box! You absolute motherfucking little shit.
The Flame Chase journey is the destined path for the Chrysos heirs. Yet he now seems more like an empty shell. Given his strong sense of self-respect, I trust that Anaxagoras will make the right decision.
Still, I can't help but hope for another possibility. Perhaps Anaxa will also overcome his limitations, now that he knows time is limited.
I understand yours, but now, let's... You're here. Does this mean you're ready to... It seems that this sacred
Memmy mem, memmy mem 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 mem, memmy mem memmy mem.
Surrendering...
Imagine
the
having to
flame
record
is
that
a
all day.
Chrysos
Memmy
heir's
mem,
duty.
mem, mem, mem.
Your selfless assistance is deeply appreciated. However, I urge you to carefully consider the risks of accepting the trial. Becoming a demigod means forsaking your humanity. You will inherit Orynyx's divinity and bear the time of Amphorius, all on your own. From that point onward, your fate will be forever intertwined with ours, never to be separated again. On the contrary, you are the only one who qualifies to attain divinity. Yet, for that very reason, it's exceedingly rare there are still many priests of Yanissopolis and their descendants in the city. If I'm left with no other option, I'll...
Mem worry. Memmy memmy mem, memmy mem mem mem, mem memmy mem, memmy mem mem, mem.
I don't care,
It
ma'am.
looks
I
like
don't.
You know that tight
Memmy mem mem.
memories that
I can't explain why, but I can vouch for Mem's words. When I was in the abyss...
Since you've made your decision, go back to the bar. It is difficult for me, as the guide, to absolve myself from blame for things to have... When the dust settles, I hope that we'll have the chance to
Okay.
have a long chat regarding your return.
I mean, I did just pay you.
Mister, previously, I lent her although personal No, it just contains an allegory. It swallowed the princess of this
I
overwhelmed
don't
by
care.
grief.
Yes, there is.
Mem memmy mem mem.
The author of this book is among the things she left while flipping through these.
Get me to
It
the
was as if-
action.
That's right. Speaking of despite having visited, forget it.
Look at him, chat. Ah, yes. It's the only way I fit. So now I'm upside down. Helia, what women would I wonder, hang on. Do you like this woman? What about this woman? Or this woman? That's a puppet. Woman. 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 Child. Kind of child. Women. Woman. Other woman. Women. Those are all the characters I have, I'm sorry. Wow, I have so little credit. I'm playing with wife. This game has a lot of fox ladies. I mean, there was a whole area that was just Foxian, so yeah.
That's right. Oh, partner, you're back. Good news? I wouldn't call it that. Some background information for you. The Council of Elders is an authoritative body in Amphorius, made up of different city representatives. They hold legislative power over the Holy City, and are in charge of presiding over the Citizens' Assembly held once every few years. This is the most important social event of Akima. It is highly influential, and can even affect what happens to the Flame Chase journey.
Hi, hello, welcome to stream.
Every 5 to 10 years, the Council of Elders organizes a Citizens' Assembly at Dawncloud.
I'm gonna take a shot every time this
During
man
the
says
assembly,
Citizens
the
Assembly.
representatives will vote on major issues, such as whether the Chrysos heirs led by Aglaia should still hold the right to govern the Holy City, and whether the Titan's conquest should continue.
Yes, for those who are new, we are still sponsored by Matchington for the next, like, 2 days. So if you want to play the game really fast, that would be dope as hell.
That is correct. However,
I also have a Patreon
problem
now with a
lies
bunch
in
of
the
cool
fact that
updates
there
on
are
YouTube videos.
ill-intentioned
And if you
extremists in the
subscribe
Council
here,
of Elders.
or you subscribe on
They view the
Patreon,
Citizens' Assembly as a way to restrain the Chrysos heirs, and hope to take complete control over the Flame Chase journey.
you will get a shout out at the end of the YouTube videos. It's been months and I still haven't registered with that Pokemon game. You don't have to.
We can refer to them as the opposition. During the assemblies held in the past 100 years, the Citizens' Assembly is just around the... I'm afraid that the Council of Elders might want to take advantage of Professor Anaxa. Aglaia will surely take back Circe's core flame. But with Anaxa's current condition, it's so unique that nobody knows how taking the core flame away from him will affect him. He has always been someone that is only concerned about his own research. I'm certain that he must want to escape from the monitoring of the Golden Thread and protect himself. If the opposition were to offer an olive branch at this time... Anaxa has never believed in the prophecy, so technically
okay,
it
so
cannot be
Helia, I have a
considered
question
betrayal.
for you.
However,
Oh,
he has
fuck
taught
off, stop
many
playing Honkai Star Rail.
Chrysos and has
Answer my
long
question
been
first.
considered an important ally of Akuma.
If I start ranting about
Truly do not
lore,
wish to see comrades turning on one another.
would you be able to help me make a video about it?
As I believe in his character, I plan to plead with Aglaya and try to buy more time for him. Then, the greatest way
Between
in
the
which
connection
you
of
can help
Honkai and
is for
Genshin.
you to know what I am fighting for.
Hi.
Allow me to apologize for the fact that we always seem to be troubling you. I hope that Oryx will show more benevolence and be more accommodating. I remember that they seemed quite fond of you back in the Abyss. Go and rest and
Okay,
regain your
cool.
strength. We'll meet at the Vortex in a few days. Oh, right. You can read this scroll if you want to find out more about the Council of Elders
Okay,
and
I
the
forgot to throw
Citizens
some
Assembly.
stuff out, so I will be right back, chat. I'm gonna let this autoplay. As soon as I get rid of that. Okay, cool. I'll be back in a minute. Behave yourselves. Oh, chat, I have returned. The Fae is upside down. Correct. Eh. Thank God they did a time skip. My friend's looking for
Esteemed
casters. Fuck you.
Oryx's vacant totem awaits. If you have already made your preparations to become a pillar of Amphorius, please.
Also, the fact that we're becoming a demigod is kind of crazy.
Little Gray and Mem, thank you. Your resolves. Get ready to assume Orynyx's divinity, Trailblazer. The divine position of Orynyx has already been vacant for some time. We can feel the space of the trial closing. As there isn't much of their soul left, we'll have to complete the ceremony before their soul completely dissipates. The eighth core flame coveted by the miracle that once belonged to the great Veil of Evernight, Orynyx. It shall now be returned by the two elected heroes of the Chrysosairs. A traveler who is upright and courageous, and a sacred beast that invokes miracles. Who? Mem. Both of you, please, come forward. Recite along with us. O Majesty of the 12 Titans, pillars of the world, we seek your divinity to mend the rifts of the world. Fill our bodies with blood of gold, till we wither in willing service to the prophecy. These are just words meant to make the prayer seem more solemn. Please,
Focus.
And surrender the core flame.
There it is.
Orynyx. Their soul has been waiting for a long time.
God, okay.
Perhaps they're also quietly waiting for the arrival of their successor.
My favorite one was the Shienzo Lofu. I loved the Lofu. It was so cool. Panagoni blew me out of the water, though, with the whole dream story thing. This one so far seems really cool, but I hope they step it up a little bit. The thing with the gods and stuff is pretty cool, but I really want them to step it up. I'm expecting more action in the story, and I want to see the perspective of the other characters, because Breathing March the 7th was so weird, and I need to see what they do with her.
The last time I heard this, things didn't turn out that well.
Don't worry, Aglaya. He's tougher than I am, right?
Did the headpats work? I know I'm upside down, but... This is the only way I fit without blocking the dialogue.
Beyond the sky, let us pray that the Titan acknowledges your worthiness.
To be honest, I never got enough much hype for it initially. I mean, yeah.
Although he loves cracking jokes at inopportune times, his determination is as strong as the Chrysosairs. He will definitely succeed. While he's away, I would like to have a chat with you, Aglaya.
Speak. I'm listening.
Oh.
How is it? How do you feel? That's right! Look! I don't know what happened, but I'm able to talk!
Mighty.
Testing,
Minimos.
testing, 1, 2, 3. Testing, 1, 2, 3. I have such a cute voice! It must be because of all the memories that I collected.
Oh
They allow
god,
me to
Mem
grow
talks now.
beyond
I feel like this is worse than the mem.
Also, listen. The words of the Titan are becoming clearer.
Mother. It hurts. Have I finally reached the end? Are the years of isolation coming to an end?
Oryx. Oh, how heartbreaking. Ever since the figure draped in the black cloak robbed them of their core flame, they have been relegated to waiting in isolation in such a confined space. We are going to help alleviate their pain, right?
Yes.
Memories broken. Mother, where?
Mother? Who are they calling out for?
I feel like March the 7th is from here.
You. It's you. I remember you. Skyfather has gazed upon you. Mother is calling for you.
Oh.
Skyfather has chosen you.
Who is your mother? Yeah. The cry of a baby.
Mother is no longer responding. Something important. An important matter.
Oryx, listen to me. Aren't you tired? Throughout the long years, you have always been protecting the fate of Amphorius.
Okay.
Each time people draw strength from within their memories, every single ripple falls onto your shoulders. There's no need for you to bear this any longer, Oryx. From today onwards, someone else will bear time on your behalf. This is why we have come.
Freedom. Freedom. I want freedom.
Oh, poor child. Everything will be fine. Let us help you. You can have a good rest now.
You have potential, strength,
Okay, lady.
willpower, powerful, and
lacking something. What is it?
Yo, Jake Sharp, thanks so much for the follow. Appreciate you. I feel like we may uncloak Amorphous as they come upon the universal stage. A memory?
What you
Maybe.
lack is a future.
Whoa! Huh? Excuse me? I am upside down. That was chat's suggestion. Normally I'm in the corner, but chat was like, upside down, Rainer. I do spin. Look, I spin, chat. I'll move myself. No, I was upside down. I am a bat, yes, hee hee. More like a dragon, but yes. I don't have a future. We don't have a what?
Future?
Are we gonna die? Is that what she means? Like, I need you to explain this game.
Traveler from the sky. You should have dissipated already.
Does she mean we were supposed to die, and then Kafka put the Stellaron into us, and that's the only reason why we're alive right now?
The gaze from Skyfather stabilized your form.
Okay.
Because from the moment you crossed the sky, your life was cast away. Right now, you are simply a collection of walking memories.
Wait, we're dead?
What? How is that possible?
Do you mean that I'm already dead? What is happening?
The space is collapsing. Someone must inherit if the pillar is lost, Amphorius will succumb
Wait.
eternal disorder. Time never compromises, never bears grudges, never forgives, never makes a choice. Child of humanity, Titans, Mother, Skyfather. Time restrains everything that exists in this world.
Orynyx's divinity is dissipating? Is the trial coming to an end?
Pathstrider of remembrance, my strength. I shall enjoy the fate of the world. If you wish to, save it. Go and find your future that has been stolen. Even if that means you'll have to cheat death. You'll have to challenge that. Hand of shadow, clasped with unyielding fingers.
Oh. Before the passing of 15 entry hours, go forth and reclaim your future. This is the true trial of time. What? So we're dead. Something that I never told you. This is what I said. You pass an order card, but no dragon was good thing. Crushed to pieces. Uh-oh. Danhung, the fuck you mean more complicated? You were severely injured back then, with several wounds still bleeding profusely. I struggled to carry you out and used the last of my strength to stem the bleeding. But then I was also hit by a falling rock and lost my consciousness. The last time I checked, you still weren't breathing. But when I regained consciousness, I saw that you were alive and full of energy, so I never brought this up again. So yeah, how did I come back to life? I'm not sure whether the gaze of Fuli has anything to do with this matter, but according to the Titan, you are living in the form of a memory right now, just like those objects in the pasts and the miracles of Ornyx. Perhaps Mem is the anchor rope that ties you to the present. Sauron revived as her mother did. They said it's the Sky God. Sauron, do something! It's not time for us to despair yet. There must be a way to save you. The Ornyx mentioned finding your stolen future and defeating death. Considering Mighty's indestructible body, it seems to suggest that there's some sort of kind of miraculous power in Emporius that can even reverse death. The key seems to lie with the Hand of Shadow, those whose whereabouts are unknown, the Death Titan.
Hey, are you alright? I heard you two talking about Thanatos. Cass is also very concerned about the warning. She has left the vortex and returned to the garden. Shall we go and look for her? Thanatos is the Titan that Cass has always been looking for. Regardless of whether there are any clues, there's probably no one else that understands death better than her.
Yeah.
Oh, right. There's something that I have to tell you. The Chrysosaurs already know everything that has happened to you.
I want Danhung to speaketh. Oh god, I need to go collect all my level rewards. Please help. I know there's also an event going on. God damn it. Okay, so this is just not... This is the game. Look, look. Ah, yes. Ugh. So, this is the second year anniversary game. Oh no. Chat, I'm gonna spend hours on this game. Don't worry. Okay, thank God. No, this is like a genuine problem, okay? I will spend way too much time. It's an idle game? I know. That's my problem. I better get my Pookie Bear. I better get Sunday. If I don't, I'm gonna get very upset. Shut up, both of you. I know he's in the game. Wife! Let's go! Chat. Wife. He's home. Gotta be on top of the gems, by the way. What do you mean? Ugh. Well, I did it. Look at it! I love him. Is Dan Hong in Viper de Lune though in this one or not? Well, the fun Sunday having a bond is so cute. Aha. I got them too, so I'm very happy. She's a very good character. Oh no. Yeah, I'm gonna play that game a little too much. I'm very close to,
Misery.
The form of the unknown causes one to stop, while the unpredictable shadow dances.
I think I'm Gucci, fam. I just kinda wanna get rid of all this. Just wait to get the memory cards? Oh no. Chat, I don't think it'll shit. I'm gonna spend like
Would you like
8
to hear a
hours.
story? I've got many more. Do you want to enter the forgotten?
I'm just trying to get rid of all the notifications. Alright, let's go in here. Hello, Herta. Wee. That game, I'm gonna spend way too much time on. By the way, my main team right now is Sunday, which he needs more crit rate, but he's got really good crit damage. Genuine, he's doing better now. Mighty is decent. And then Lynx. For a secondary team, I have Firefly, who's not built at all. Fugue, who's also not built at all. And a few other characters who are semi-built, like Treeby. So, I've honestly been only focusing on the story. Because, like, when it comes to the story, I want that done so that I can get stuff. But I've been farming for artifacts for Treeby specifically and have gotten no upgrades in the last, like, 3 days. It's bad. Hell, I got this one and I put it on Cass instead. Mighty's is better for him. Like, it's not great. Hi, Marcy.
Misery and bliss, the same no matter where you go.
Mister, I'm right here. Please stay there and slow. Please pardon me.
I love her. She's so pretty.
Just as I expected. I cannot feel anything. Back at the Grove, I was puzzled as to why you were not affected by my curse. I thought that it might have been the special ability of a traveler from beyond the sky. Never did I expect that this would be the true reason. I'm sorry. I should have noticed that something was amiss earlier. Mister, if my abrupt behavior just now offended you, I
So,
hope
chat,
that you
when I
can
get my
forgive
new
me.
office and have my new shelves, I'm gonna have several
I'm just
shelves.
thinking,
I'm gonna have my
if your soul
toxic
has
Yaoi
really
shelf,
left your
my
body,
toxic Yuri
as a
shelf,
mortician,
my Yaoi
you
and
might
normal
be able to
Yuri
trace where
shelves.
it has gone
But
to.
then I'm going to have the I can fix him shelf.
Did you find anything?
My apologies. Not as of yet. Perhaps I have
That is
overestimated
where
my
Dottore
capabilities.
will go, and Pookie,
But,
Shadow Milk
Mister,
Pookie.
Would you be willing to let me try again? This time, I'll increase the area of contact slightly. Perhaps the result might be different this time. I have never touched the living in this way before. If my actions are in any way disrespectful, I hope that you can forgive me. I seem to have caught a glimpse of something. Your soul is currently roaming someplace and cannot find a way to escape. But perhaps it might not be a bad thing. If your soul is still wandering around, it means that we still have time. We have a chance to find it before the fingers of Thanatos sweep everything away. Clues. Just a few more. I need more guidance. Ah. The connection has been severed. With my strength, I'm not able to trace it. It was me. I was a little too hasty. Don't worry, mister. Although we currently have no leads, I will
wonder
do
how
my best to
long
search
the
for the
story
whereabouts
is,
of
because I do.
Thanatos,
So I
bring
do have
back
to end
their
stream
core
early
flame,
today
and
because
personally return to you the life that you have lost too soon.
So I am stopping stream around 4:30ish to go make dinner. I did promise I'd make dinner because I'm leaving at 6 for a cardio drumming class that I got invited to, which is like, I feel like that's a mom thing to say, but like, okay, I'll go.
I know that I'm lacking in confidence, but I hope that you can keep this promise of mine in mind. Before I manage to deliver on this promise, please do your best to hang on. Amphorius needs you. Lady Aglaia and Lord Finon are currently discussing some matters in the paths. They're worried about you too. If possible, please go there and let them know that you're well. Although, I don't actually know whether your current situation can be described as well. Also, please accept this Styxian fable. Reading can help one to focus and relax.
That's the one thing I wish that they would change in
I hope
Honkai
that
Star Rail is
reading
if they're
this may help
handing you
tide
an
you through
item,
this difficult
don't
period.
the animation of their hand reaching out is just like, it's weird. Do anything else.
Lady Aglaya and Lord Fine.
More and more species are disappearing.
I like that there are... This little guy right here. I like that there are little guys like that everywhere. Let me in. Got it. I'm trying. I thought I saw one of those little like guys there, but
They're here.
That partner! Hyacinth said you definitely wake up. How do you feel?
I'm dead, bitch.
I beg you, please forgive me.
You've completed the trial of time. And I have to admit that the process went better than I expected. Even in the end, that Titan's heart still showed a soft spot for humankind. However, I never expected that. Two people who have cheated death would appear in Akima at the same time.
That's what we have been talking about. Mighty has been in Akima for such a long time, but has no one thought to study his indestructible body? If there were even any minor breakthroughs, we wouldn't be as clueless as we are right now.
Many have had this idea, but so far, there have been no results. If it were successful, Thanatos wouldn't have disappeared without a trace. Nevertheless, now is not the time for us to give up. At the very least, we can still see a glimmer of hope. Cypher. If anyone in this world knows the whereabouts of death, it would be her.
This
I'll try
story
and
just
get her
got
to
more
return to
crazy,
Akima.
honestly.
But do be prepared for a less than ideal outcome. Please understand that throughout it is my duty. But before that,
What's wrong, Aglaya?
omens always come in pairs. It's Anaxagoras. He has initiated contact with the Council of Elders.
In the end, it has still come down to this.
I earnestly hope that your assessment of him otherwise. The efforts of my teacher and I of the past millennium might be reduced to dust because of that great performer.
I get to play as an Axa.
I'm back here again. I remember this dream. This realm
He is so pretty,
covered
but
in
I don't like the
silk-like
chain on his
fog.
eye patch specifically,
The
so I'm not
land is
pulling for him.
barren and
I might
harsh.
pull for him. I don't know if I'm pulling for him.
The crowd of travelers leaves tracks everywhere.
Hey! Excuse me! What is this place? Where in Anforius are we?
The mutters of the traveler are in a language I'm unable to comprehend. Or perhaps they're just distracted and ignored my question.
Tell me, Which Titan reigns over this land? And how do I find them?
My man, you ain't even in the land of the living.
Hand of Shadow Thanatos. Could this possibly be the Netherrealm?
Not Netherrealm.
Then where is this? River of Souls? The outskirts of the Netherrealm? Are you heading downstream toward the Netherrealm?
The Netherrealm. Titan rejects you. Me. Listen.
What? The traveler lifts their wrinkled fingers and remains silent. I look in the direction they are pointing and listen closely. There. A massive shadow.
Maybe
brought
the
sound of
non-believers
rushing
don't get,
tides. The sound of tides. I can hear it. I hear it, deep within the tides, beyond the closed gates of the Void World. A voice, about to recount something.
Child of humanity. Is it death's embrace you yearn for with such urgency?
Oh, Cersei?
Oh, you have awoken. Welcome back to the mortal realm. Your consciousness is dissipating much faster than I expected. Ultimately, it seems like the Titan's core flame is incompatible with a mortal body.
How much longer can my consciousness remain in the mortal realm?
In my estimation, at best, you'll see 15 more entry hours.
15 days and nights.
What is it? Are you finally starting to become attached to the mortal world now?
On the contrary, 15 days feels a little too long for solving a singular problem.
I hate him so much for this.
Stop giggling. It's time for us to go. The messenger from the Council of Elders is almost here.
Let me ask you one more question. Are you really planning to betray Aglaya's will?
What betrayal is there to speak of when I was never loyal to her to begin with?
What about that white-haired student of yours? Acting so recklessly, do you not care about what might happen to him?
There will be a price to pay for blind faith. This is also a lesson for Finan.
My man, you are doing this all wrong.
You truly are a strict teacher.
Of course. This is how I've always been.
I don't think we're going to be able to finish the story today. I'm not really sure, chat, but we will definitely work through it. Alright, that's good enough for her right now. So I can't level up the rest until she's ascended, and I can't do that. And of course I'm out of all the materials I need. I love how you can look at her dragon. Unless I have another crit damage. Another crit damage. Anything. I mean, I do, but they're 4 stars. I don't even know how to build half these characters. I just kind of... They exist. Where is it?
Sorry to keep you waiting, Lord Inexac.
What the fuck is this?
It's been a while, Lord Inexacaris. I greet you on behalf of all the citizens of Akima and express my deepest regret about what happened at the Grove of Epiphany.
It's you. I never expected that you would personally come and meet me.
Holy shit, whatever that guy is, damn.
By carefully into Lantern above, I have come as a testament to the justice of the Council of Elders.
There are Antikytherans here? They have been a rare sight ever since the Chrysos War.
I extend to you my utmost respect, revered Titan. I am Lycurgus, though you may call me Lygus, holding an honorary position within the Council of Elders in Akima, and as the Theoros, I stand to protect.
His design is sick. I love that Honkai Star Rail is able to make designs like this, because holy shit.
Freely.
You can see them too?
You know about us. We Antikytherans perceive the world through the amplitude and frequency of souls. Just as I am conscious that Lady Aglaya is secretly listening in on our private meeting from afar, if necessary, Lord Anaxagoras, I can sever the golden thread to protect your fundamental rights.
The demigod should know better, for such is her station. Spare those poor threats, and just let her listen to my words. They shall serve only to unveil her own folly.
May I interpret this as you having a countermeasure?
I need not any plan, because she can do nothing other than petty espionage. As the Citizens' Assembly approaches, and with Orynyx's fall, any attempt to capture the core flame within me will only usher chaos and calamity. A truth she undoubtedly comprehends. While I, Anaxagoras, serving as the Grove's special envoy to Akima's Citizens' Assembly, have long known the extent of your abilities. Let's forego the formality of asserting authority, Lord Lygus.
I like his little thing on his
Lead the
chest.
way.
Very well. Surely Lady Kindness would appreciate such assertiveness in an ally. She's been waiting. Follow me. Is there something on your mind, Lord Anaxagoras?
Nothing, really. It's just a question that I contemplate every time before I ascend to Dawncloud. For the Titans, does the falling equate to death?
Ah, a pondering truly deep. Time is on our side. Do you mind sharing your reflections with me?
While all living beings must ultimately face their demise, Kefali has yet to meet theirs. Their journey continues unhurriedly along this long path.
Are you suggesting that Kefali may not have truly passed?
Yes. For dying implies an ongoing process, an action, whereas death signifies a static state, a definitive termination. In contrast to mortals, Titans exist on a grander scale of space and time, thus elongating their passage into death. The notion of their fall is but a misinterpretation born of mortal ignorance.
Ah, an intriguing concept, albeit challenging to substantiate. After all, Kefali has maintained a profound silence ever since the era Arasa, while scholars and priests alike have conveyed the message of the gods' imminent fall.
Perhaps the gods in their arrogance deemed it beneath them to reveal their perspectives to mortals.
Could you elaborate on your statement?
Circes, the kin of the Skyfather as recounted in myths, now resides within my brain. Were I to inquire, Kefali would have no cause to refuse.
Oh.
That very well could be true. But what if the world-bearing Titan still chooses to remain silent?
In that case, the myths crafted by the people of Amphorius are nothing more than pitiful jests.
Like his little laugh.
Try. I believe, because I completely concur with you on this aspect. If the
That's a hand. How can you not believe in gods if there's literally that in your face?
The children of humanity have indeed created a spectacle.
Welcome to Dawn Cloud. The atmosphere here carries a greater sense of solemnity than the mundane clamor of the Marmorial Palace, with entry permitted only to the invited. Only esteemed beings grace this place, and among them I've received priests, scholars, warriors, and now we even have the honor to be in the presence of a Titan. Oh, what a joyous occasion.
Once deemed a blasphemer, now a surrogate for revered divinity. The honor should rightfully be mine, shouldn't it?
I'll notify Kindness and the others of your arrival. Kindly wait for a moment. A soldier will be here to guide you shortly. In the meanwhile, you're welcome to explore the vicinity, but kindly remain within the guard's view. Delaying the crucial meeting...
I'm well aware of Kindness's methods.
As you wish. Your cooperation is much appreciated.
Alas, I had hoped for a brilliant plan from you, but it turns out you just left one cage to enter another.
Save your concerns. I know very well what I'm doing.
I shall depart to explore the surroundings then. Now that I look around, I wonder if there are any murals bearing my portrait around here.
Off you go. I won't be joining you. This Titan appears to be quite at ease. I should investigate the Council of Elders' recent activities first.
Be aware, I can hear you perfectly well from...
He's such a little shit.
Fruits of a long journey.
Although I have to say, they did an amazing job. Like, this place is gorgeous.
Professor Anaxa! Over here!
Oh, not one of these. Chat, my brain cannot handle these. Shit, okay. I figured it out, I think. Hang on. I need to get... I got this. I got this. I'm smart. I did it, Chad. I'm smart. Yes.
A melodious sound that soothes the soul.
Professor Anaxa? Word has it that the scholars of...
You could say it's the fates toying with us.
It's only the Crimnoans and Idonians who chase glory through death. But your survival is a victory in itself. So, are you here to report the incident to the council? I heard that after the Black Tide devoured the grove, Akuma would be next in line. Even with the demigod of strife standing alongside humankind.
Tell me, how much does the Council of Elders know about the Black Tide?
Once Kindness and her followers learned of Circe's and Orynyx's fall, they proclaimed in the council that the Flame Chasers could no longer stand against the calamity alone. Yet, when the Crown Prince ascended to godhood and repelled the Black Tide, she immediately altered her tune, declaring that all was resolved beyond Akuma, with the only remaining menace now being Aglaya and her adherents. They might well make their move at the upcoming Citizens' Assembly.
No surprises there, those shifty opportunists. Thank you for your honesty, virtuous student.
Being an opportunist could very well be a facet of wisdom.
Shouldn't you be searching for murals of yourself? I've had enough of your prattling.
I was really curious to see how you would find the middle ground between both factions, so I came to listen in. But it seems as though this Kindness is much more ruthless than Aglaya. If so, why do you want to work with her? Could it be that perhaps you've decided to readily surrender this hollow shell of yours, just because you feel like death is fast approaching?
I'm afraid you'll be sorely disappointed if that's what you truly think.
Okay. Yeah, we're gonna still explore.
The fruits of a long journey.
What the fuck?
A melodious
Are you
sound
guys
that
seeing
soothes the
this?
soul.
This is incredible. What? Yeah, Cap. That was a SpongeBob reference. I like that they included that. That was cute.
Even blasphemous scholars can come in.
the fuck? This hurts my brain. Yes, I would like a hint. Chat, I'm really bad with these puzzles. I did it!
Everything in its place. Excellent.
As Kefali's...
Surely you'd let me remind...
I'm not sure whether I should laugh or cry. As I see it.
You.
Seeing as we were able...
Oh my.
Are you
praising him, of course?
Didn't you hear me?
I've had enough of this. Could the 15th entry hour arrive any faster?
Oh.
Every plant, every tendril, no, even every leaf could...
As a result,
This mural is quite...
I really can't tell whether you are praising or demeaning yourself. Now I'm quite curious whether the Reason Titan has studied figures of speech before.
Of course I find such stylistic devices interesting. For all we know, this could be the answer to the question, what exactly are we?
I, for one, am not willing to admit that I could look this ugly.
Was this the reason why you failed in your attempt to refine my soul when you were ambushed at the Grove?
Since you are aware of this, why did you save me back then?
From my perspective, this point alone was enough to separate you from the average person.
Interesting.
How do two lunatics coexist in the same brain?
Therefore, it seems that your journey to Dawnfloud this time is not just to seek protection. What, then, is the intention behind your actions?
The entire plan is stored in my memory, so why don't you look there?
Then don't mind if I do. 1-year-old, 2 year... Oh my! Even a member of the preeminent 7 sages must hug his drum.
That's enough.
How unusual. Your soul is actually
This is a present that my sister gave to me. It's a doll.
So there are other members in your family?
Don't you just love to pick through my brain? It won't take long. You'll discover the answer when you reach the memories of when I was 5.
Oh, the black tide is
When I was young, I couldn't accept this outcome either. Georios, Aquila, Kefali, and you, of course. Although I prayed to every titan that I could think of for help, my efforts were ultimately futile.
This... Could this be the inception of your research into alchemy?
Indeed it was. Everything started from that verdant courtyard of yours. When I was pursuing my education there, I naturally also came to learn of the Thesis' theory as well.
Oh, I remember that person. He was the one to come up with the concept of souls, right?
Not only that, he also believed that life, as well as the composition, movement, and transformation of matter, all stem from souls themselves. This is why I thought that, since all living things stemmed from the same origin, why could I not sacrifice myself in order to resurrect my nearest and dearest?
Anaxa? But this is absolute blasphemy. Regardless of how much freedom the Grove provides, such an act could cause you to be burned at the pyre. Your beloved, where is she now? Send her away from the Grove at once, to a place where nobody will ever be able to find her. Otherwise, the both of us will be judged by the Council of the Seven Sages.
Calm down, teacher. My sister, she's still not in the mortal realm. Even to this day.
What do you mean?
It was naive of me to think that I could snatch the deceased from Thanatos' grip. I'm merely sacrificing one eye. Equivalent exchange.
Oh, so he tried to get his sister back to life, and that's why he doesn't have an eye.
Final time.
Oh, let it go, Anaxa. As one of my best, never do something taboo ever again.
You're right, teacher.
I am sincerely glad.
I wish to
continue the research into souls, but
you know, teacher. After my fleeting glimpse of the deathly fog, I finally understood a single truth. Since ancient days, our I may have lost an eye. I have grasped the truth with my bare hand.
All right.
Who would? However, this story.
The answer lies within the tale. If even you cannot understand it, my story ends here. Now it's time for.
Unfortunately.
Oh? Are you saying that the
child of humanity?
Now I understand.
Not only that.
Lord Anaxa.
Hmm?
I saw you muttering to yourself, and I have a message from Lord Lygus. Lady Kindness.
It's
carefully. If you truly have not met your end, how will you answer the challenges of the...
I didn't expect you to agree to Lady Kindness's invitation. What a wonderful turn of events. To tell you the truth, there are many people...
Isn't that the Dromas draped in finery?
Avoid his gaze.
All right, we're...
A student of Empedocles? I hear that his views run counter to the Venerationists.
This is what being a scholar is about. A collision of ideas only occurs when there are differences in beliefs, and it is such collisions that lead to progress.
Yet, in my view, there are only right and wrong perspectives, neither of which can coexist with the other.
Alrighty, guys, this is where we're gonna have to
thinking.
stop today.
I guess this is why the children of humanity always squabble with each other.
How boring.
You seem to be avoiding that Goldweaver person. Why don't you address her face to face?
I have nothing to talk about with her. Since you're in my brain,
waiting for him to
you
stop
can
talking.
look for the reason yourself.
Oh, the leader of the Flame Chase journey and a demigod of Nestia.
You're really searching through my brain. What are you treating it as? Some sort of toy?
Regardless, you think quite highly of her, no?
That's because I'm a teacher who grades everyone fairly.
Alright. That's gonna be the end of stream today. Sorry it was shorter than usual, however I had a really good time, and we're gonna finish up the story tomorrow afternoon? Yeah. For now. For those on YouTube, thanks for coming. Gonna end here. Bye-bye. For those on Twitch, stick around for a few moments more while I go ahead and raid somebody. Oh, let's raid this person. I raided them once. They're playing a Berserk game, so. And I will see you guys. Bye-bye.